Our life, my last 7 years, with the deepest sorrows in my life, with the deepest hurt in my heart. Your big, deep hazel eyes arise after only wanting to die, and a river of tears on my eyes for my little angel that had just died. Alone, so alone, and not knowing how to manage the sorrow I had. Just on that precise moment you arrive, you give me strength, keeping me company, and it's still in my heart. Later, you steal a kiss. How odd. I fight really hard to not to let my heart to fall for those beautiful hazel eyes. An impossible, you are just an impossible that it could never had. An impossible that just can. The days went by, the months just passed, and every day I discovered the special things you have. I tried to help you. I tried to always be there, but always fighting that deep feeling inside my heart. In my shore, you are so in my shore. Drugs, bad friends, no loyalty, no morals, nothing. Nothing a look in a man. I feel so bad. I saw your love, I saw your hurt, but your words never matched our lies. Everything always ended up on lies. I fight for this love not to grow, but lie placed on a different ways of what we want. I tried to follow what is right, but it only took me to one crazy night. One crazy night where I was full of deception, hurt, and feel so abandoned. And on the darkness of the day, I found myself looking at those deep hazel eyes and completely in your arms. It only took one night for heaven to come to earth, for my heart not to lie anymore, and for both of us to open our hearts to a new big love and life. Condemnation for others, but a blessing for us. A new life in 9 months will arrive. You were my angel who saved me from darkness and gave me back my life, a big bright light in my life because you gave me my precious princess that I love with all my heart. I try for us to work, for us to have a nice life. I give so much I give that I found myself just lost and in the dark, feeling worthless, not knowing what to do. I just hurt myself. Who will know that the angel who once saved me one day will convert himself on just evil? I found myself in a scary dream that it repeated in cycles and cycles, a cycles where I can ever come out. I loved him so much I didn't want it to give up, but I always found myself alone with our daughter in my arms. I hate myself for staying in these cycles and no consideration, manipulation, gaslighting, games, not knowing what really was happening. Was I going crazy? For him, everything was always my fault. I tried everything possible, but day by day, I just kept losing myself. Years went by, many cycles and tries, and one day I found myself alone, this time for real. He ghosts me, abandoned us. What is odd is that how he found me, he left me. Maybe worse. Only that this time I was in a little tiny pieces, very crumbled, with a daughter to take care, broken hearted, feeling more alone than I ever been, with panic attacks. I never in my life have I felt so bad. The family that I had, it was destined. It was in a single moment was gone. Everything crumbled up, and I thought I was going to die. I cried inconsolable for many days and nights. Many months went by. I cried for help, and no one was there. Alone, just alone, I found myself with nowhere to go, desperate, with no life inside. Alone, I cried to God for the first time in a long time. Please help. To God, I asked, please forgive me. I need your help. And even though for a long time I didn't talk to God, God with his unconditional love picked me up. He told me I was waiting for you to call me again. It was God, the one that with his unconditional love slowly picked me up. He told me how to love myself again, showed me how much he loves me, and told me how he always been there for me. He teach me how to live again. It was my God, my Father, Jesus Christ, the reason why I'm alive. What do you think about my life these last 7 years?